have to reposition.
Rookie team.
It will.
Ends up in a bind.
You're right in the lane.
Husband and wife.
If something broken out, would be in trouble.
Feel the pressure.
I just don't like this one button.
And the veteran on the street.
What was that?
As a close call.
They're hit.
When is supposed to start? It's already started.
The winter weather travel advisory is in effect for Toronto and the surrounding areas. Please take extra caution on the roads.
A massive wave of low pressure has been pushing northeast across the continent for days.
Getting ugly. It's slick here.
As it slides over Lake Ontario, the front pummels the highways of Toronto with a mix of snow and freezing rain.
Thank you, heads up.
It is quite the recipe for disaster. We've had quite a bit of ice buildup on roadways and highways.
Directly to the west, in Mississauga, Constable Paul Senga watches for drivers who aren't watching their speed.
One of the most important things people can do is to drive according to the conditions and not the speed limit.
Gate right here.
With the 401 covered in ice, drivers can't let down their guard for a single second. And just after midnight,
There's a white Chevy stuck in the right lane.
That's pretty nasty.
Vehicle spun out and hit the cement guardrail.
Looks like this car's just lost control and got into a barrier here. We're just gonna stop for it. I have a silver sedan here. It's into the right barrier.
Hi, miss, how are you? Hey, what happened? Just lost control?
Yes.
Okay, are you hurt at all?
No.
No? Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna have the car towed because there's a lot of damage in the front, okay? Just wait in the car. Once the tow truck gets here, let's go have a seat in his truck.
the driver is okay, but the crash is just the beginning.
So if you just hook her up and then let's take her back to the station.
Tonight things are gonna get a lot worse before they get better.
Hey guys, what's the latest?
20 miles down the highway in the heart of Toronto.
Come across another crash here, eastbound express, baby.
Another vehicle has come to a hard stop.
Abrams showing our SU.
We're in the snowstorm. Got a tractor that skid out and hit the wall.
Despite the conditions,
A lot of traffic, it's snowing.
Abrams heavy op Chad Renier is facing more drivers who won't slow down.
Working in the long lane, cars are flying by you, going too fast.
We're in the express, in the hammer lane. This truck is sideways. We're blocking lanes. Usually people are coming up this side of the road pretty quickly. I gotta watch my back on this one.
We're gonna spin him around and get him out of here as quick as we can.
The tractor is an automatic. Forcing the rear drive wheels to turn will destroy the transmission.
Automatic transmissions are very finicky. These things, you gotta pull something or else there can be some big damage.
On a night like this, the last thing Chad wants is to climb underneath and pull out the axles or drive shaft.
I'm out here and I'm alone. I'm gonna spin this thing around and grab it from the back.
Towing from the back, only the front wheels will touch the road.
Nobody's safe standing here. It just takes one person not paying attention and we can all get hit. Man traffic flipping by way too fast. We gotta get this thing hooked up and get it out of here. It keeps slipping.
I'm between the two trucks. All it takes is another truck to spin out, and it's going to be bad for me.
Sometimes it's a little tricky getting this lined up properly.
I'm hooking this thing up quickly. I really don't want to be here.
I think we're on. There we go. I just gotta put the lights on and we'll be out of here. Hey buddy, come around the front of my truck, look before you walk around, and stay tight to my truck, okay? Don't just go around the corner, make sure no cars are coming, okay?
A ride to a safe drop-off will be the end of the night for the truck's driver. But Chad's night has barely started.
This weather's getting bad pretty quickly. We're getting calls for more trucks, and I gotta tow this thing to the customer's location,
980 clear.
get back so I can be there for the next one.
All lanes are open. You're getting a little slick, is it? The conditions are pretty bad here.
40 miles farther east, the storm is hitting even harder.
Starting to snow pretty heavy.
And at a bend in the road, traffic is squeezing past another scene.
Gee, what happened on the westbound lane? Was there an accident? I don't know. I can't see any. Westbound, anybody know what's going on? Oh, there's an accident. Right in lane.
We're gonna start working on removal because they're in a really bad location.
Some heavy help is on the way to answer the urgent call. And behind the wheel is an operator who knows this patch of highway better than anyone.
A dangerous stretch of road, so the biggest concern here is to be as careful as we can.
Bill Wright.
There's one lane that's been serviced by the snowplows, but other than that, we've got snow-covered road with slippery conditions, and this is when accidents happen.
Bill almost left this life behind.
You spent a lot of time with that old girl.
Last spring, Bill sold off B&G Towing's heavy fleet. A tough call for the heavy recovery veteran.
I just need a hug.
Everybody thought it might have been the end of the heavy world.
But before the summer was even over, Bill found he couldn't resist the pull of the road.
To switch my lifestyle over to sitting on a beach somewhere and try to take my mind off all the stuff that's going on back here, it doesn't really work for me.
So he invested in some new heavy iron.
The new rotator, it's still not lettered, it's still not logoed. We haven't decided where we're going with the B&G image, but we're going to splash it up.
And tonight, Bill is a long way from the beach.
It's dark, it's a snowy, rainy kind of night. It's on a bend.
Got a wrecker there. Well, jackknife truck on the right.
One of the last corners before you come into the bright lights, you know, your eyes are adjusting, and unfortunately, it's a pretty large mess here.
A straight truck lost traction on the sharp end. But a trailer sending both sprawling across two lanes.
We are essentially inches from the moving traffic.
We're gonna try and spin the straight truck out of the way and then get the tractor trailer out of the way.
Bill's son Mitch is not here tonight.
Right over top of the frame rail and down and around and under.
So he's relying on a whole new team.
Chris? Yes. Can you put this driver in your truck? I already have one in mine. First day on the highway in a snowstorm, that's for sure.
Dylan Irvine is getting his first taste of heavy recovery.
That's good.
Dylan comes to us with a good mechanical background, and I say he's big, he's tall, he's strong.
Strong qualities, but no substitute for experience.
What are you loaded with? Nothing empty?
It's a crazy feeling being out on the 401 at night in these conditions.
All right, break her down.
Definitely need to pay attention to what's going on around me and make sure we all stay safe.
And as they prep to pull out the semi, they're in a very bad spot.
And we are on the white line of that lane, but it's the only way the traffic can get by. It's just a bad situation all the way around from the get-go here, but it's what we do and we have to get this moved.
Tilt her down just a little bit and I'll back you up.
It's really scary because 1 second of somebody not paying the right attention and you've got a catastrophe on your hands.
You guys are ripping, eh? It's crazy. There's a heavy wrecker pulling a truck out.
On the 401, just outside of Curtis. Bill and his crew are clearing the semi from the scene of their double recovery.
Real gentle.
Now they have to pull out the straight track and stuck on this blind curve. They need to do it quickly.
We're not in a good place. You know, we've got 2 lanes closed. You know, when you're in a bad spot on the highway, you have a lot at stake.
I want you to watch your back, go around the front, get on the other side of that truck, okay?
So tonight, Bill's friend Chris Collins is watching the crew's backs.
Keep my eye on that traffic so that if something happens, I'm that voice that's going to say, hey guys, clear out of the area.
Chris is a independent owner-operator with his own small tow truck. He's just one of those guys that's always there to give me a hand when I need it. Chris has always been that friend to B&G and all of B&G's employees.
I'm just gonna back in it a little bit.
Good. There you go. Just go ahead slow.
Okay.
The plan is simple. Pull the truck out of the snowbank and quickly hook and tow it away from the back.
Whoa! That's gonna be a problem. The front end's hammered.
Yeah,
That's not good.
The left front corner is disastrous. Wheels off the rim, the axle's pushed back.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We're not gonna be able to tow this from the back.
That adds a major complication on a dangerous stretch of road.
We're into a situation now, we're gonna have to get this thing turned around somehow.
Come ahead with it and get the back corner of it tight to this wall, and then we'll drag the front end around, I guess.
Okay.
We've got to take a 38-foot truck, get it turned around inside a 50-foot section while we allow traffic to go by.
Bill's hoping he can use the flatbed to wrench the front of the truck around.
I haven't tied the steering yet, so let me watch it.
Yeah.
Set her down, grab a chain, I'll loop the rim. Go ahead slow and let's see how it reacts. Let's try it and see.
And just watching the traffic. They're not slowing down, just flying by it. It's a sketchy situation in all angles.
Real gentle. He's coming.
around, just like we had planned, and made us look pretty good.
Now they just need to hook up for the tow and get off the highway.
Chris is out there, trying to give the traffic a heads up that we're here. Dylan's bringing the flatbed back into position.
Okay, Chris?
We hear the thump. Something has come in contact with a human body.
What do you need? What do you need?
Where'd you get hit, Chris?
Arm.
Your arm?
Yeah.
Oh, hello? Oh, my fingers going off. We're westbound 401, east to Harmony. One of our wrecker operators just got hit.
That's full operators from Embark.
On the westbound 401, just outside of Curtis.
Oh, hello? Oh, my fingers are going numb. Okay.
While watching out for the rest of the crew's safety, Chris has been struck himself.
One of our wrecker operators just got hit. Non-life threatening, looks like an arm, shoulder, hip, conscious breathing.
Don't take your glove off, just leave it there. I just want to make sure you weren't cut or nothing.
Parties requesting ambulance.
Chris was in a lot of pain. He took a hell of a hit.
You want to take this glove off right now? No?
No.
We got to be concerned now with it being a life-altering injury.
Oh. Here they come, Chris. Elbow mostly, and my hips. The car did initially stop. It had his four-ways on, and then he buggered off. Unbelievable. By the time we realized it happened, it was up there, right?
We have a hit and run on our hands here, where the car that clipped Chris was fully aware what he did because he slowed down almost to a stop and then proceeded to leave the scene of the accident.
It was a snap of a finger that fast. What I can really remember of it was that I got my arm up to protect my head, and that's about it, other than I got squished.
Thanks, guys.
With a lump in our throat, we finish cleaning up the scene and get off the highway. Deep down inside, you're so angry and upset with the fact that people would have that mindset to just drive away from somebody who's possibly injured. Maybe that person could have helped us save his life and they didn't even bother to stay.
From the initial exam, it looks like Chris will be okay.
Are you ready to pull ahead, chap?
But as the crew puts this job behind them, the lesson is not lost.
Reality is another 6 inches and, we could have been attending a funeral, right? It's one of those things, man. You hear about it all the time and just hope it's never you or your crew, right? But the reality is it can happen anytime.
Almost 240 miles east.
Looks like it's warmed up a little bit here.
Morning brings an end to the storm that battered the 401 all day yesterday.
It's a little cool out, might be a little windy.
But at the Herb's Towing Yard in Cornwall, there's still work ahead.
Feeling kind of tired with all the hours I've been doing, but job's got to get done, right?
And heavy op Bill Fell is ready for one more battle.
So we're heading out to do the last casualty of yesterday's storm. In an ideal world, you can usually recover these wrecks right after they happen. But because of the weather, you can't do it right away, and you gotta wait.
Ready to roll, bud.
Here we go.
Today, Bill won't be able to lean on the box.
I can't be out here 7 days a week coordinating all these racks. I need to be able to count on the team to do what I do.
Here we go, boys. Always an exciting day at Herb's Towing.
Andrew's stepping back a bit to let us kind of handle the scenes, you know, get us better hands-on. We need to be able to do stuff ourselves if he's ever not around.
I've been here for 5.5 years, and I've really grown in the company. I've come a long way, and here I am now, almost leading the pack.
So Bill needs to show Andrew that the crew can pull off the recovery without any issues.
Oh my! This is going to be a challenge. How the hell did he get on this side from facing the other way on the highway? It's crazy.
This one was traveling eastbound, lost control, went through the center median, crossed to the other side, and came very close to hitting an overpass.
Got my block heater on. Time to play.
Up an embankment, we've got cement barriers stopping us from just pulling it right out. So we got to be on our game on this one.
That's where he came in. That's where he came across. Wow. We took a whole section of guardrail out.
As Bill ponders a plan, he'll be relying on new hire James Clark, still learning the basics of heavy recovery.
I'm going to be operating the 50-ton. I don't have as much experience as Bill does, but you know, hopefully it all goes well.
James has a lot of potential. He's smart. He's willing to learn. I think he definitely has what it takes.
Overseeing the job, Andrew's cousin and co-owner of the company, Sean Vink.
Billy, is there anything left in those tanks or no?
Despite growing up in the company, Sean works out of Herb's Van Cleek Hill shop.
What's the plan here?
Where there's one tool they don't have.
I don't have the experience of working with rotators as much, and on top of it, I'm like the greenhorn in managing the wreck.
Today, Sean and Bill will need to lean on one another to manage the scene.
Plan's gonna be we're gonna park the 50 at the rear of the trailer. The 80 is gonna be at the front.
Bring it up right over here.
Yeah, pick it up, and then you're gonna bring it right in between the two trucks.
How much weight's in it?
I'm guessing probably 70,000 pounds. Okay. Sounds good, boys?
We can do it.
Get set up?
Yep.
Let's go.
Sean has a lot of pressure on him. He hasn't managed a lot of scenes. He's got to do some good calculating and make sure that we position these trucks properly to be able to get this job pulled off.
See how he does today?
1, 2, 3, 4. The plan is to lift the truck up and bring it in between, so I'm pacing down and making sure I got enough room in between the two trucks to fit the truck and trailer.
So you basically want the quarter of my truck flush with the corner of this one?
A little bit more inside.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't want to have to reposition.
Really important to be able to utilize the space that we have to be able to lift that truck out of there and get it where we need to get it.
They'll rely on both rotators to get the truck closer to the road, slide it around the barrier, and set it down between two wreckers.
Positioning is key.
I'm ready.
Ready, James?
Yeah. This is not a simple lift and winch. It's pretty technical. We got to try and get this trailer around his truck.
Hopefully it goes good.
Kind of have two rookies, one in the leadership position and the other one using a rotator. It's really a balancing act.
My tractor's up.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna lift it up.
This could get interesting.
I'm gonna bring it up. Josh, you're watching that trailer? Yep.
So I show up and I'm thinking this is gonna be an easy job, and this has been quite the contrary so far.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna lift it up.
On the westbound 401, near Ingleside. The Herb's crew is trying to pull off a precision double rotator maneuver.
You slide.
But 2/3 of this crew is new
Right there, hold it. You're gonna boom up, boom in. Billy, you're gonna boom up, boom in too.
The first step, coax the semi closer to the edge of the road.
Okay, so boom up now a little bit. Yeah, whoa, boys. Right there. Okay, keep going a little bit.
Oh, definitely being a rookie, operating the 50-ton like that, especially with zero experience, it can definitely be stressful.
Okay. That's it. Okay.
Now, Bill and rookie James need to lift together and swing the semi into the single lane.
Okay.
And between their rotators.
The big thing is going to be getting the back end of the trailer in between the line and the 50 without going in the live traffic. Okay, you can lift her up. Lift up on the boom a little bit more. Yeah, bring her right over. Yeah, keep her going. Keep her going. Keep her going, buddy. Billy, you can start lifting up a little bit on the drives. Now. Yes, Billy.
But as Bill preps for the move, he sees that the space is too confined.
It's gonna be tight to pull that out into beside him, eh?
Because we're gonna have to make sure she, the front end swings, right? So you're gonna have to jackknife it a lot.
Yep.
Further I space the trucks, the harder it is for me to have boom strength and be able to actually lift the truck completely off the ground.
So Bill will have to sharply angle the tractor to get it into place.
You good, Billy? Yep. Slowly, boys, slowly, yeah. Boom up, boom up, boom up, boom up. Okay, whoa, boom out now. Whoa. Hey, James, you're gonna have to boom up with James until you clear that leg. Loosen up on your red a little bit.
It just didn't want to fit in between.
Whoa. Okay, we'll go the other way around instead of this.
The live lane is literally right up against me and chewing up the cones.
You're right in the lane here. Move over.
We don't have enough room back in the trailer sticking out into traffic. We can't have that.
This job is going sideways for me right now, very badly.
300 miles west. James Ireland is on the move.
We're on our way down to a loaded 4-axle flatbed trailer in the ditch up against a hydro pole.
Rescue 51's lead op is leaving the highway behind, heading to a scene in a tough spot.
Here's this 4-axle trailer with 80,000 pounds of lumber on it, and it's leaning hard against a power pole. You can already see the load is shifted. This is going to be a challenging job.
And away we go. Another cold day in paradise.
Hey!
James is answering the call for help from Steve Cook of Lewis Heavy Towing.
We have a very good working relationship. Whenever he needs a rotator, he calls. We do a lot of towing back and forth. We do quite a few wrecks together.
So we'll have to go from this side all the way around then.
I called James on this recovery because it helps out having the rotator there because it's a tight quarter to work in. It's only a 2-lane back road.
And there's an even bigger problem with the location of the crash.
We'll see what happens, but we got a lot of weight we're playing with here against that hydro pole, so.
Ultimately, the pole is the only thing holding this load up.
So they need to consult with a power utility before they make a single move.
Everything's alive up there.
Yeah.
I do have a hold off on the top circuit, the 44,000 volts, which means it's still on, but if there was something happens, something breaks, then it'll kick it out right away.
They're not going to shut the hydro off. The hydro guys assured us that that 44,000 volt line, if something does take place, within a second it's off. I guess we'll see.
44,000 volts, we definitely want to make sure we rig this one right.
What I'd like to do is put 2 straps here, 1 for each bundle, and then want your truck back here taking a good bit of weight on an angle to help it slide.
All 80,000 pounds of lumber has stayed strapped on, just barely. So James wants both wreckers tackling the trailer, but that leaves them lacking up front.
I'm only worried about that tractor sliding in.
Yeah.
Once we start tugging this way, if that wants to shoot in, then we're going to have a problem. If the tractor moves and goes in the ditch, this whole thing's going to roll over.
They need more help.
Okay, so fire up the 20 ton. You're going to come down here too. We've decided that we are going to call for another truck to come in and hold the tractor. We are going to have our 20 ton as well, just to hold it for us for safety.
I don't want to have this thing halfway up and then go, oh.
If this power pole breaks, we're going to have a load of lumber laying on its side in a ditch, and we got 44,000 volts straight above us.
Slide 6 inches, we're screwed. It's taking the rest of it in the pole.
Oh, come on! You're right in the lane.
At the eastern end of the 401 in Ingleside.
You need a good 10 feet between.
After a long struggle, Sean's plan to wrangle the semi into place still refuses to work.
What the hell is going on?
If I would have had more room, the live lane wouldn't have been an issue, but because I've got to put it in so much of a tight spot, I was trying to thread that needle a little too much for what it should have been.
Okay.
There's a point where you need to stop and think, this isn't working. Maybe I should rethink it. There's nothing wrong with saying, let's put it down and reposition.
They need to open more room between the rotators.
We're gonna pick it right up.
Just go far enough that we can get it out. Now we're gonna drop it and move the 50 ton further ahead so we can actually lift it and bring it back into the lane.
Everybody's clear?
Yeah.
It's a vital lesson for a new leader.
Definitely part of the learning curve to maybe not be afraid to switch plans a lot quicker if ever the first one isn't working.
Okay. Snug those up. Plan now is we're gonna lift her square and bring her all the way back right to Mama where she needs to be.
So they'll pull the back end into position before moving in the tractor.
Okay, I'm gonna start lifting very, very slightly, James.
But the new plan hinges on being able to weave the truck around the barrier.
Keep lifting. Just go slowly.
Yep.
We only need to pull a few more feet, then I can swing this right out. Look at that. That looks a lot nicer.
But just as the plan seems to be on the verge of success,
Oh, she's wide out now.
the weather unleashes its own plan.
A little bit of a snow squall right now. It's pretty bad.
This snow squall is so bad that I'm worried that somebody's gonna plow into us.
But after learning the ropes from Andrew, Bill spots a chance to speed up the move.
If he drops the trailer, I can bring this right over.
Okay.
I've got the room. Just stay where you are.
Yep.
Okay, hold.
had to do to get her where we wanted, but she came out.
Super jumping. I got a lot of respect for Bill. You know, I can feed off of his experience for me to gain mine.
Okay, come back up. It didn't all go according to plan.
Keep coming. Okay, whoa. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
But for Sean, the challenges came with an important reward.
At the end of the day, a win's a win, and you know, I learned a lot, and that's what counts.
Alright. Yeah, buddy.
You're on the move now. Thank you. Okay, appreciate it.
Slide 6 inches. We're screwed. It's taking the rest of it in the pool.
Back in Tottenham, the heavy load is still teetering. So James has put out the call for another truck.
Fire up the 20-ton, you're gonna come down here too.
And the 20-ton record is on the way to answer. It's the newest addition to the fleet.
I'm so excited.
And the first record that company co-owner Fabiana Ireland can call her own.
This is one of my first jobs out in my own truck. Nervous and exciting at the same time.
It's blue and yellow, and it looks cool.
The couple bought the new truck just this past summer and specially personalized it for its new operator.
You wanna put it on?
Sure.
Awesome.
We got a truck for me, a 20-ton NRC, and that's gonna be my baby that I'm gonna be driving.
It looks awesome.
It's a step towards having as big a role on the road as she has in running the business.
Heads up.
It's 100 times better than being in the office.
Things are coming together here now. We got all 3 trucks here. We're good to get setting up.
So what's the plan? What are you guys doing?
So you're holding, my 2 mains are going over there to pull the load and pull the trailer. 2 auxiliaries down underneath to pull sideways. Steve's gonna be back here lifting, and then we can also use his drag winch to pull if we need to.
Fabiana will hold the tractor to keep it from rolling, while Steve lifts the back and James pulls sideways, keeping the load secure.
Ready? Yeah.
Out of the way?
Yeah, it's good. We're a little concerned with this load, the way it's leaning over like that.
If we have one slip of rigging and these bundles of lumber hit the power pole, it's gonna snap it and we're gonna have huge problems. If you see me running, try to keep up.
Ready, Freddie?
If we make a mistake here and this pole breaks, things aren't gonna be good. All right, here we go.
Slide back.
Give it a little tension there, Steve, on yours.
The only concern would be that bundle in the back, moving quite a bit. Hopefully it holds.
Take a little, Steve. Oh, look at it. It just jumped sideways.
Yeah, I got 31 on it.
Look at that.
Bring it. You're slack on the back.
It's working, right?
This front end's not gonna start going.
Hopefully not. That's why you're hooked to it. Go ahead, Steve. Okay, hold on, Steve. I'm just having a hard time running all 4 at the same time.
No, that's fine. Take your time.
I just don't like this one bundle.
If something broke now, we'd be in trouble.
James is trying to slide the trailer without sliding its load.
The front hasn't moved, Fabiana?
Nope, I'm still nice and tight.
Whoa, a little. On your other side there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, oh, there's that bundle coming back.
Want red down a bit?
That's good.
Good?
That's good.
They've got the trailer straddling the road.
Let's do that rear bundle now.
But it's not safe to drive away.
I wouldn't drive this truck down the road the way it is because ultimately it's over width now because the bundles are on too much of an angle.
We just gotta straighten up the load a little bit.
We have to stabilize the load. We have to move it, center it so that it's safe.
Okay? Yep. Pull. Coming. 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 Whoa.
We gotta get right around the back of it.
Yeah.
With the cargo strapped together, as James tries to slide the skewed bundle, the entire load is fighting him.
Pulling's clearly not working on getting these bundles straight.
But the crew's newest operator might have a solution.
Can't you lift it, the bundle?
I could lift it. We might have to, eh? Because of
Just
that.
center it, because you're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
You wanna then? We'll just put a strapper on the back and
Yeah, I think that's what we got
over. Okay. Loosen up.
They were pulling sideways and it was moving the back also, and we don't want that, so we want to center it. So better just to lift it and center it properly. I'm sure one of them would have come up with that idea at some point.
The more she comes out with us, the more different things that she sees happening.
Okay.
And, you know, it's a great idea.
Keep going.
This is working out really good. More, Steve?
A little more. We're good there, Jim.
Yeah, that's good. We're gonna get on the front and pull the whole thing up out of here.
One final pull here.
And to make this one final pull, there's only one candidate.
Fabiana's time to shine. Let's see if she can get this tractor back out on the road. Hey guys, watch out. Go. Here it comes.
No, we're
Go. Keep going. Hey, unhook. No damage. The customer gets to deliver the load. It's a good day when we all get to work together. This was great teamwork by 3 different operators here. This job went very well.
Customer's happy and he's on his way. Everything went textbook. It was perfect. We spend time over rigging. That way we do it once, and it always pays off in the long run. Good job, bud.
Awesome, man. That was great.
Good work, Fabiana.
Good job.
Till the next one, right?
Okay.
See you guys.
Being out here helping the boys, it's always great, and it builds my confidence. And I think I'm learning more every day. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to do this on my own.
On to the next one. Anything but the office.